Hello and welcome back to this channel everyone. Today in this video we are diving into the world of Microsoft Teams Room and Teams devices, the backbone of modern meeting spaces powered by Microsoft Teams. Whether you are designing a huddle room, outfitting executive boardrooms, or deploying shared devices across your organization, understanding how Teams rooms work is essential for delivering consistent, high quality collaboration experience. From licensing to hardware and from accessories to management portals, we will walk through everything we need to know to plan, deploy, and maintain Teams rooms at scale. Here's what we will cover in this video. License requirement for Teams Room, Microsoft Teams Rooms on Surface Hub 2S, Teams Rooms accessories and peripherals, Team Rooms management options, and finally the Microsoft Teams devices and how to manage Teams Phone. We will also talk about how to configure SIP gateways. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of how to choose the right licenses, configure certified devices, and manage Teams Room's environment using the right tools. Let's get started. We are breaking down the license options for Microsoft Teams Room, so you can choose the right tier based on your organization's size, need, and deployment goals. Let's start with Teams Room Basic. This is ideal for small organizations or limited deployments. You can license up to 25 devices per tenant, and it supports one touch and proximity join for meeting. However, it doesn't include Teams Phone or advanced AI features. Management is limited to basic controls via Teams Admin Center, and security is standard. Next, we have Teams Rooms Pro, the enterprise grade option. There is no device limit on it, and you will get full meeting experience including dual screen, front row layout, and intelligent audio video enhancement like noise suppression and people recognition. It includes Teams Phone, PSTN calling, and audio conferencing. Management is handled through the Pro Management portal with deep analytics and proactive remediation. You also get advanced security features like DLP, Intune integration, and conditional access. Finally, there is Teams Shared Device. These are licensed per device and designed for panels, displays, and common area phones. They support Teams Phone for shared use, offer basic BYOD analytics, and include inventory and usage reporting. Security features like DLP and Intune are also supported. Choosing the right license ensures your Teams rooms are optimized for performance, compliance, and user experience. To see all these licenses, you can go to the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. In the licenses section, you will find Microsoft Teams Room Pro license, and you can assign it easily to anyone. Right now, I will choose any one person, so Alex Wilbur, and these are all the apps and services that this person is gonna get because of this license. Audio conferencing, phone system, Rooms Pro management through the portal, and all the other services will be provided to this user. So clicking on assign just assigns the license. You can do the other way around as well. You can go to any user and then assign the license. For example, you choose Alan D. Young, and in the licensing section, you will see that we can tick mark on the Teams Enterprise, Teams Room Pro, and whatever applications and services are going to be provided by the license will be listed over here. So you can easily click on the license and you can choose to remove any service and app as well from any license. That's up to you. So right now this Alan D. Young person is having all these services because he has been assigned with particular licenses. All we have to do is just click on the checkbox and then click on save change option. So I will choose this 2-3 extra licenses and I will click on save change option. So before you save it, you can actually see which license has what to offer. So you can choose the license and then you can see the offerings inside that license as well. So inside this Teams Room Pro, you have Skype for Business Online. If you don't want that, you can remove the checkboxes. It is as easy as it looks like. You want to see something else like what's inside the Teams Premium license or Phone Resource Account license. So that particular one provides you the resource account. Premium one gives you some services. You can see them by scrolling down. So we will just move ahead from here. This is how you can just make sure that the person or whenever you will create a resource in your environment that that particular thing has the license assigned. That would be a prerequisite. We will be looking at that in a bit again. So you can just save this particular choice, save the changes, and this new license has been assigned. Because we assigned one, the domestic calling one, so it was asking me to assign the numbers, that's all. But in the slide you saw, we talked about Teams Room Basic, Teams Room Pro, and also Teams Shared License. So this is the marketplace where you can search for the licenses yourself. So right now I'm searching for Teams Room and what are the licenses associated, 42 products out of all. And we can review each and every license. Teams Room Pro, Basic, you just click on this compare button and you can take a comparison of any license. This is the Rooms Basic without audio conferencing, Pro without audio conferencing. The pricing will differ a little bit. Teams Essential. And then if you keep on scrolling, you will find different choices in which team keyword has come up. So those 42 products are listed over here. You have the M365 F3 for the frontline workers, this license is there. Then you have F1, but all these licenses are not offering Teams. So you can see in the bracket, no Teams is written. Month to month, E3 license. So you can search for the license that you're looking for. Let's say the third column in our slide was Teams shared license. So I will just look for it, shared. Teams shared device license was the name. So I will just type the whole thing, device. And we have got how much, 48 products, but our required one is on the top. So this enables the use of non-Teams rooms and devices with Microsoft Teams. So now you just hit the compare button and you got a small comparison between all the three licenses in a single place. You can look at the details of each one of it, but here is a comparison table that you can review before actually assigning any license to anyone. So collaboration and communication, full green means that all the capabilities are there. Half green means that it's a partial offering is given. So you can see the Teams Room Pro is having almost everything. The other two licenses are having some limitations. So you can scroll down and up and you can see all the things related to the licenses. And as I said, you can click on the details button and you will come to the license page. And there you can see the pricing per month and per year basis. You can see what are the offerings of this license compared with other licenses, which can be your options as well. So you need audio conferencing or not, you need Skype for business or not, and all the rest of the apps and services are listed over here. And the pricing is given. You can click on the buy button and you can add this license. Once you purchase the Teams Room Pro, you can add these extra licenses as well and finally assign it to the users when you want. Now let's explore how Microsoft Teams Rooms work on Surface Hub 2S, a powerful collaboration device that blends interactive whiteboarding with enterprise-grade meeting capability. Surface Hub 2S comes in 50-degree and 85-degree touchscreen models with built-in cameras, microphones, and speakers. It runs the Teams Rooms experience, replacing the legacy Surface Hub experience to deliver a more consistent and modern meeting flow. From a platform perspective, Surface Hub 2S can be migrated to Teams Room on Windows, while Surface Hub 3 runs Windows 11 and supports the full Teams Room experience out of the box. Both are certified for Microsoft Teams Meeting, ensuring compatibility and reliability. Now let's talk about meeting experience. You get one-touch join for Teams, Zoom, or WebEx with optimized interaction for large screen. Remote participants benefit from the Surface Hub Smart Camera, which features a 12-megapixel sensor, 136-degree field of view, and intelligent framing that keeps both foreground and background clear. On the management and security side, Surface Hub 2S is managed via Endpoint Manager, Teams Admin Center, and also Teams Rooms Pro Management Portal. It runs on a secure Windows platform and supports modular accessories, making it easy to adapt to changing room layouts and collaboration needs. Surface Hub 2S brings together touch, video, and intelligent collaboration in one device, perfect for executive spaces, design teams, and hybrid meetings. Let's now break down the essential components and accessories that power Microsoft Teams Room, so you can design meeting spaces that are functional, scalable, and fully certified. Let's start with the core components. Every Teams Room setup includes a compute unit, either a Windows-based mini PC or an Android appliance. You will also need a touch console for joining and managing meetings, one or two displays depending on room size and license, certified microphones and speakers for clear audio, and a camera for intelligent framing and participant tracking. Beyond the basics, there are operational accessories that enhance the experience. A content camera that lets you capture whiteboard sessions, HDMI ingest supports wired content sharing. The Teams panel act as a room scheduler mounted outside the room, while digital signage displays availability or announcements when the room is not in use. With Teams Rooms Pro, you can also unlock AI features like intelligent speaker tracking and people recognition. In the Teams Admin Center, when you go to Teams devices, there is a store section. Plus, you have Teams Rooms on Windows, Teams Rooms on Android option as well. In the store, you will see that there is a home and featured section, and you can buy any kind of devices from here, like desk phones and Teams display. You can scroll down in the store and you can find all the certified and verified devices over here. If you are preparing a Teams room in your organization, you can buy devices from here. For example, if I click on any one of the product over here, though, so these are all the meeting bars and flex large room. So this is a bundle of products coming from a particular company. So this is a Hardly camera, plus you have the interface. This is the touch screen where you will sign in and use the Teams interface. And this is a Windows device. If you see in the description, they would have written it runs Windows 10, and all the other things will be inside this bundle. So you can buy it for $4399. So you can place the order right from over here as well. You can search for many more things like that, and if you're looking for something related to Android platform, search Android and you will find the right results. So this is a collaboration bar which is on Android platform, so you can choose any one of it. So for example, this is one of the Teams device, and you can just look at this is a screen which is a touch screen, a kind of a whiteboard, and this is all the stuff you are going to get inside the box, and all the details about this 90-degree camera view and whatever angle it has. So according to this, you can place hardwares and devices from over this particular store, and they have given all the detail on this side. So for Windows related devices or devices running on Android, you can make the choice. Now, apart from it, there is another category like speakers and microphones and other stuff. So if you want to explore this, you can go in the Teams environment and you can have a look. Now, in the room system accessories, you can see there are various choices. On the featured area, you will get those particular choices which are very popular, and you can click on any one of it to see what actually it holds inside. So what you will get in the accessories, let's say this one. So this is a pack of accessories which is gonna give us, let me see. So yeah, camera, speakerphone, remote control, power adapter. So these will be the accessories for your rooms that you have configured in the organization. So if we come to the Teams rooms on Windows, so if you have the Teams rooms deployed, you can manage it very easily from the Teams Rooms Pro management portal. Now, of course, if you are licensed, then you can make a use of it. Click on this button and you will be redirected towards the management portal. You will be signed in with the same credential. On the home, you will see the news, latest things coming up. In the incident section, you will find all the problems happening with your Teams Rooms devices. So if you have any problem, you can report it over here. In which room that problem has come up, that also you can explain in this particular problem. So you can write it all down and submit it. You can see the analytics and report section. You have the rooms sections as well, in which you will find all the rooms in your organization, what kind of events are hosted over there, and you can find all the updates that needs to be done on the devices. And you have the updates for rooms and ring wise, if you have staged the updates, that's also. So this portal is going to give you all the view. Now to get the devices, if you click on this option, Windows Autopilot Device, this particular term comes from Intune. So in Intune, we enroll the devices from the autopilot program as well. So autopilot means you're registering the device, and this is going to be your inventory where all the devices will be listed. Now to bring devices up to this section, you will have to go to the Intune portal, which is a mobile device management tool of Microsoft, and you have to enroll the device there. So I'm coming into this documentation right now, and this is a Teams documentation, and I'm going in the Teams room and device section. You will see different articles here. First article is related to the store. We have already seen it on the admin center. And then you have the planning, deployment, and management phase of Teams room. So in the deployment phase, if you see the overview, you will find all the steps which are required for deploying the Teams rooms. So order the equipments from the store, that would be your step. Then prepare your corporate network. You have 4 hyperlinks given what kind of network test you have to run. Then they have given some decision points and then next steps as well. So you can review all this information from over here in this article, this learn.microsoft.com article. If you go to step number 1, plan your room. So first of all, you will see what components you require. You need a touchscreen console, compute model. So compute module, which will be on the table. So from where you start a meeting, so that touchscreen kind of a thing. And then you need, of course, the license. Without license, you won't be able to work and deploy the Teams rooms. Then identify who will perform what activity throughout your deployment. So this image is given. So of course your whole team will be divided in separate parts. So this is the whole process given. So different teams will handle different steps in the migration or the setup. Now you can see this table is showing you what inventory rooms and different teams. So IT team can overview the inventory, IT team or IT project team can take the device selection, who will do the deployment, and the right documentations are also given. I have just opened it up for the networking team. Then you are going to take the room inventory and capability planning. That phase will come. So this is all the planning going on right now, and you will plan it like this. So sample plans are given. Device selection, you will select what type of devices will be most suitable for your Teams room solution, and you will decide. Now step 2 is important, where you will check all the network conditions, and finally you will enroll the device through Intune. Now what are the steps for that? They have given it all over here in this article very clearly. Right now I have just come to this article where they were telling me to check the network, and these 4 steps are given. Prepare your network, enable the QoS, then review the terms, Teams rooms IPs and URLs. This is very same article which we already saw in the overview as well. So coming back into the Intune enrollment for Windows, like how to bring the devices, these are the 9 steps which you need to follow. Verify all the prerequisite, register the device, create a device group, add a Teams room app update application through Intune. So in the prerequisites, you have to make sure your MDM solution is working, the MDM user scope is enabled and all that. And the step number 2 is important, where you will register the device. Now to register the device, you can use the PowerShell script. Now, whenever you turn on any Teams rooms device and the module, the compute module, that will run on a Windows platform. So from that article that is given in this section, you can very easily find out how to extract the hardware hash and how to upload it into the Intune. Once the device detail is in the Intune, you will create a dynamic group with this membership, and then you will deploy the application through Intune in that device. Now the application that need to be pushed is given over here. So you will download the update tool Win32 package from this link. You will add it into the Intune, and then you will assign that application to the device that you just have registered and in the autopilot section. So that would be the case, the group that you have created, that will be assigned with the app. The one enrollment status page settings can be configured. So they have given all the settings which you have to configure. And step number 6 is to create a profile. This is the main step, where you will come in the Intune portal, you will go in the enrollment section, and in the enrollment section, autopilot section will be given, and you can create a autopilot deployment profile that will be of self-deploying nature. So there are 2 types, user-driven and self-deploying. You will choose self-deploying for Teams rooms devices. Now once that is done, you will come to the Teams Rooms Pro management portal and sign in over there and click on this sync button. Once you click on the sync button, your devices will appear in the Teams Rooms Pro management portal, and you have to assign a particular assignment, profile status over there. So configuration, you will decide what credentials will be used on that particular device, and you will generate the password automatically, and this sets the password for the account also. So basically you have to come to the portal, the Teams Rooms Pro portal, management portal, and there you have to assign the right things to the device. So when the console is ready to be provisioned, the status will turn ready. And once it is ready, now of course, if you are wondering how you are going to log in into that machine, by what credentials, so come to the M365 admin center and create a room or equipment resource type over here. You can create a mailbox for things like conference room, company car, or any equivalent to that particular thing which needs the reservation. So in our case, we need a reservation for the meeting room. So I'm creating one resource over here, a mailbox for the resource room 2 second floor. I'm going to give it a name in the email as room 2 only. So we have the account ready over here. So provide the capacity if you want. Both the sections are optional, the capacity, location, phone number. So once decided, click on save. This will take some time, and finally it will set the resource up for you. Once you have this particular account, you can reset the password. We will do that in a while, and you will see this particular screen. So if you are setting up Teams room, you will see a small touch screen, and there you can very easily sign in with the same rooms account that you have created, the mailbox that you have created. Before you do that, of course, you need to provide the license also to that room and or to that resource that you have created. So you will start the out of the box experience. So you will power on the particular console, and Windows will complete the provisioning. The application will automatically sign in the Teams application in the console, and then you will deploy the Teams rooms console. Once that configuration steps are complete, the autopilot will kick in. It will configure the device. It will ask you to connect to an internet connection that is required for autopilot to work. And in the out of the box experience, you will select country, you will select the keyboard layout, you will select whether you want to connect to the network, and finally the autopilot will trigger all the things, and it will install the application as well, and the device setup will complete in itself. The enrollment status page will give you the progress whenever it is going on, and that particular thing will just configure the whole device up, and the device will be up and ready. For the security purpose, you can deploy the local admin password solution, LAPS in short, which will keep the passwords rotating. But after that step is done of bringing the device to autopilot, you will create a resource account. We have already done this step in the M365 admin center. They are showing you the same steps as well, that please purchase a license, either Teams Room Pro or Basic. And whenever you are done with creating this room, so you can edit the booking settings, allow scheduling only during the office hours, for how long, booking window 180 days, so they cannot book in advance than that. And you can go to the active user section. You will find this user as room 2, and you can assign one license to this room 2 second floor. Which license you have to assign? You have to assign either the Teams Room Basic or Teams Rooms Pro license. In this section, I have the Teams Room Pro, so I can assign that license. Now this account is eligible for any particular Teams Rooms console. So you can go there and use this credential, but you have to assign the license first. So that is done. We will come back, and according to this, now the step number 3, that you have to buy the license, you have to create a resource account and assign the license. They have given the same steps. Go to the M365 admin center, go to the resources, go to the rooms and equipments, go to the active users and assign the license. We have done all that in the first tab already. They have repeated the same steps. Right over here you can see, so you can reset the password if you are wondering where is the password of this user. So you can provide your own password. Let me just type it quickly. We won't go for automatic, so I will type it something. So 1 2 and 3, that's all. So reset password. Now I know the password of this account as well. Now in any console which I'm configuring, I can go and provide this room to my tenant name and then the password. And you can configure some Exchange mailbox properties as well. For example, this calendar processing permissions, and they have given the PowerShell command also for the same. You will connect with your Exchange Online PowerShell module, of course, to do that. And this is for, they are taking one conference room example. We have the room to, as our example. So we can do that through PowerShell. You can also enable the password expiration. So you can turn it off so that password never expires. Now you can see this article is exactly the same which we have already seen, like how to deploy. So all the same 9 steps are given over here. After that, you do have the option, if let's suppose if you don't have the username password, in that case you can use the one-time password generated from the Teams Room Pro management portal. So that one-time password can be created from there, and that can be used to configure the Teams Room, but it will work only, or it can be used only for a single sign-in. So how to create this? You can go to the management portal, go to the planning resource account section, generate OTP from there. So this is the portal, and they are asking you to come to resource account, generate OTP, just provide the account selection over here, and then generate the configurations. In the next step, configurations will be asked. I will just show you that on the article itself. Don't have the console right now, so I'm not configuring, but just showing you up the whole process. And generate OTP option. When you do that, the next step would be the configuration. So select the resource account that will be there, and then you must select the resource account for which the value is is in the readiness status. And in the configuration, you will find these two options: automatically generate password for all selected accounts, or upload the sign-in data in CSV format. So you will choose the configuration, and in the review page, you will get this particular thing, and finally the generate button, and you can accept and reject the sign-in as well, according to the OTP. So this kind of list you will see, and then it will be showing you whether no action is required and what else. So this is gonna be the process if you wanna sign in into the console without username and password. And for the Teams Room in Android, you can use that article. For management, the Teams Room Pro management portal, this is a pretty detailed thing, and in the admin center, what you can monitor will be given in this section. So you can explore this article. What can you manage from the Teams admin center? So manage the Teams Room in Pro management portal. They're recommending you. And if you want to manage the Teams Room for Android, then admin center is great. And this is the whole article given, getting started managing. So please explore this learn.microsoft.com documentation if you really want to get some good knowledge on the Teams Room. And how it works is given. This is all for the Windows setting job, and you can just keep on scrolling. All these things will be relatable if you just explore it now. You can explore how to manage updates, how to troubleshoot the problems, what are the known issues, and we are going to talk about Teams Phone, so that documentation is also here. When it comes to certification and compatibility, it's critical to use Microsoft Teams certified devices. These ensure reliability, security, and full feature support. You can find all the approved peripherals in the official Teams device catalog. Planning is key. Match your device types and layout to the room's purpose. Ensure proper cable management and power availability. Consider acoustic treatment and lighting to optimize the AV performance, and don't forget to validate your network for QoS and bandwidth readiness. Together, these components and accessories create a seamless, professional-grade Teams Rooms experience. Talking about management options of Teams Rooms, it matters so that you can keep your meeting spaces secure, optimized, and running smoothly. Team Rooms devices need to be monitored, updated, and governed to ensure they deliver consistent, high-quality meeting experiences. Without proper oversight, issues like poor audio, outdated firmware, or policy misalignment can disrupt collaboration. Taking a look at Teams Rooms Pro Management Portal, it is an advanced option offering real-time monitoring, health alerts, and automated remediation for common issues. You also get deep analytics covering usage trends, room utilization, and device performance. It integrates seamlessly with the Teams Admin Center and Intune, but requires a Teams Rooms Pro license. Beyond that, you have 4 main tools to choose from. The Teams Admin Center gives you basic monitoring, setting control, and update management for Teams Rooms and peripherals. Now this management has got better with the coming of Teams Rooms Pro Management Portal. So you can always use that management portal for managing the Teams Rooms. Second tool is Microsoft Intune, which adds device compliance, configuration profiles, and app management ideal for organizations already using Endpoint Manager. The Pro Management Portal provides enterprise-grade visibility and automation perfect for large-scale deployments. And the OEM Vendor Portal that offers hardware-specific diagnostics, firmware updates, and remote control features tailored for each device is also a management tool option. Choosing the right mix depends on your scale, licensing, and operational needs. In this segment, we are focusing on Microsoft Teams phones. The purpose is to build devices that deliver a traditional desk phone experience fully integrated with Teams ecosystem. Teams certified phones offer the richest experience. They support modern authentication, one-touch meeting join, voicemail with transcription, speed dial, call history, and even hot desking. Executive assistants can make calls on behalf of others, and call agents can handle queues with presence based routing. These devices also support Teams Display, which bring video conferencing and scheduling to a dedicated screen. And when paired with a Windows PC running the Teams desktop client, they offer better together functionality, locking and unlocking in sync. From a management perspective, Teams phones are administered via Teams Admin Center or PowerShell and automatically enroll into Intune for compliance and conditional access enforcement. You can assign configuration profiles to control features and monitor device health, usage, and performance. For organization with legacy SIP phones, Microsoft offers SIP gateways, but keep in mind these devices won't deliver the full Teams experience. We will be talking about the SIP gateway just in a while. Whether you are deploying phones for frontline workers, reception areas, or executive offices, Teams phones provide secure, scalable, and feature rich communication. Teams Phone is a fully integrated calling system within Microsoft Teams that support voice calls, voicemail, and PSTN connectivity. Whether you are calling a colleague or dialing out to a landline, Teams Phone bridges the gap between collaboration and communication. The core capabilities of Teams phones include users to make and receive calls directly from Teams client, whether on desktop or mobile. Voicemail comes with transcription, and features like call forwarding, delegation, and call park make it easy to manage call flows. Teams Phone also support emergency calling with location-based routing, and admins get access to call analytics and reporting for performance insights. Now, when it comes to deployment, there are three flexible options. First, calling plans, where Microsoft provides the PSTN service directly. Second, direct routing, which lets organizations connect their own SBCs to Teams. And third, Operator Connect, where certified telecom partners manage PSTN connectivity for you. Governance and management are handled through Teams Admin Center or PowerShell. Admins can assign phone numbers, monitor call quality using call analytics and call quality dashboard, and enforce emergency location policies to stay compliant with regulations. Teams Phone is a powerful solution for organizations looking to unify their communication under one platform. In Teams Admin Center under Teams Devices, you have got Phones section, Display section, SIP devices. In our last video, we have already seen the section that you can get all the user phones, common area phones, and if you wanna provision the devices in the Teams Admin Center phone section, then you have to upload a CSV with the MAC addresses of the devices or hardware IDs. If you want to upload it manually, click on this button and it will give you the area where you can provide the MAC address or the hardware ID yourself. If you have bulk devices, you can always upload multiple MAC addresses in the form of a CSV. Then generate a verification code and export the code for your device, and that will provision the device over here. If you come to displays or the SIP devices, you will find the same thing, that you can provision the devices from the action area. And once you have the devices over here, then you can create the configuration settings also for it. So you will see that there is an option called configuration settings. So you scroll down, configuration profiles is there. So you can click on add button and it will give you all the settings. So once these settings you save, you can assign it to any device that you have already enrolled. So it has calling settings for your phone, device settings for the Teams device. So you can do that from over here. Under voice section in the admin center, you will find the option of phone numbers, operator connect, direct routing. So in the operator connect, you can add a number from any operator. So for example, there is one operator already added in my Teams admin center, and you can see the list of all the operators over here. So these are all the operators. You can just register with them and then you can get the phone numbers from them, the calling services. Direct routing lets you connect your supported session border controllers, SBCs, to the phone systems of Microsoft to enable the voice calling feature. You can add, edit, or view the information about any of the SBCs from on this side. So you can click on this and you can change any of the SBC setting. When you are adding any SBC, you can turn on this particular section. Location based routing and media optimization. For that, you have some settings available over here and you can give it a name and save this as well. In the service configuration, it will ask you to do the KYC so that you can get the phone numbers for the calling plan, and this will be like your verification. If you want to add a number, we have already seen this in our last video. If you haven't watched it, watch it. So I'm giving it a name, just like a random country I will select. So it will give you the choice that what type of number you want to add. So I will go for a toll-free number. If you are doing it for call queues, you can go for call queue as well. So this section will let you add any phone number. And if you come to this manage user option and click on any user from here, you can see in the accounts section, you will see the details whether this person has any assigned phone number or not. You can add a primary phone number, a primary private phone number. You can come in the Teams devices and you will see if any device is getting used by this particular person. In the account option, you will see more details of audio conferencing as well. Now let's walk through how to configure the Microsoft Teams SIP Gateway, a solution that allows legacy SIP phones to connect with Teams for basic calling functionality. We start with the purpose. This gateway helps organizations extend the life of existing SIP hardware while transitioning to Teams certified devices. It's especially useful in hybrid environments or phased rollouts. Now, what can these SIP phones do once connected? The capabilities include basic calling feature like hold, transfer, mute, and even joining meetings via dial-in. They support modern authentication for secure sign-in and comply with E911 emergency calling standards. However, there are limitations. These devices don't support advanced Teams features like video conferencing, call queues, or rich meeting experiences. Also, device management is limited to OEM tools, not the full Teams Admin Center experience. Let's move to the configuration flow. First, we enable the SIP gateway in the Teams Admin Center. This includes registering the gateway and assigning SIP gateway policies to users. Next, we handle the device provisioning. This requires PSTN connectivity either via calling plan, direct routing, or operator connect. We assign calling policies and ensure SIP devices are permitted for use. Then comes device registration. We configure DHCP to point to the SIP gateway provisioning server, region-specific URLs for EMEA, Americas, and APAC. The device receives its default configuration and authentication interface, and finally we handle the sign-in. For user devices, sign-in happens via Teams provisioning UI. For common area devices, we provision using MAC address, username and password, typically something like device@contoso.com, and a phone number. This configuration enables basic Teams calling and legacy SIP phones, helping organizations bridge the gap between old infrastructure and modern collaboration. And we have come to the end of this video in which we have discussed Teams rooms and Teams devices. We have talked about the licenses requirement for Teams room, Teams rooms on Surface Hub 2S. We also talked about accessories and peripherals, what are the management options of Teams rooms, and also Microsoft Teams phone devices and how to configure SIP gateways. We will keep on bringing more such informational videos and more interesting demonstrations for you. So stay tuned with us, like this video and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you very much.